So what makes this program unique? What's so special about this program, and how can these things help you in your recovery? I want to talk about four things here. First, it is location independent. And that means wherever you are, if you have access to phone calls and email, you can get the materials and work on this. So we've been able to work with people around the country, US, Canada, and other parts of the world as well. So wherever you are, you can get access to this. And kind of a little bonus to that is if you are kind of early in the program and aren't sure about how you want to and who you want to be talking to and finding support from, this program does allow you to have a certain amount of anonymity as you're trying to work that stuff out. So that's the first. Second, this program is unique in that the combination of resources that it offers. I think there are some things you can do remotely with other programs, but what we're doing is offering a variety of things. You know, the daily guides, the telephone calls, the teaching that you get through the video, and then the online forums. All these different ways of connecting, the ways of getting the teaching and reminders. That combination, I don't think you're going to be able to find other places. And along with that, then this becomes a great supplement to other things that you have going face-to-face. I believe that some people will be a part of this program who don't have resources available to them face-to-face, or maybe are, again, early in the process, and part of what's going to be happening as they go through this program is we're going to help them find other local resources to be a part of. But there's also another group of people who have plentiful local resources, who maybe are very involved, very plugged into some counselor or some face-to-face group, but this can be a supplement to those programs. And so this is not meant to be a standalone thing or to substitute for some kind of face-to-face gathering, but it's a perfect complement to it. Okay, the third thing that's unique about this program is that you will find in this program you're getting direction from people who've been there. It's kind of a universal thing about any kind of compulsive behavior or addictions, that people who haven't gone through it themselves, they just don't get it. And so I think it's really important, as we are, each one of us in our own recovery is trying to work out how to change, how to grow. The people who've gone through it before, they are able to help us and guide us. They have a certain kind of compassion for us that is just hard to find from other people who haven't gone through it before. So we've gone through it before, but not only that, we've also been working with other people who've gone through it before. And in my case, literally hundreds of men have gone through this program in the previous generations that I've been working on over the last 4 years. And what happens is, when you start out, if you primarily are focusing on maybe book research you've done and then your own story, you tend to see things that are happening in other people's lives just through the lens of your own experience. But the more experience you have working with people who are, struggling with addiction, you begin to see patterns emerge, and you start to see kind of a bigger picture of how addiction works and how recovery works than just your own experience. So there's a lot of people that have experienced recovery themselves and then want to turn around and help other people, which is great. And that's, of course, what sponsors do as well. They help people. They're sharing their own experience, strength, and hope. They're sharing out of their experience to help you. That's one thing. But to also then be able to have the experience of working with a wide variety of other people, that's where I think a lot of great wisdom and help can come in. And then finally, related to this issue of the direction from people who've been there, is it's not just a matter of having been there in recovery yourself. It's not just a matter of having helped other people and kind of have a wider variety of work experience in it, but also it's about getting trained and having access to the resources and having the bringing the training and expertise to bear. My wife is a trained counselor. She's just finishing up her master's degree in marriage and family therapy. I am an ordained pastor. We received training in theology and then counseling. And then when I began this work full time, I got training in life coaching and leadership coaching. Along with this, I have worked personally, got teaching from Patrick Carnes, kind of one of the gurus in this field, and especially the work that I've done, got a lot of training and personal mentoring from Mark Laaser, who's one of the leaders in this field, and I work with him to this day doing workshops, and in fact this program has emerged as it was a follow-up program that I developed for the workshops that I work with Mark on, Mark Laaser, and so a lot of the things that you're hearing here are things that we have learned from some of the leaders in this field. The final thing I want to point out that's unique and special about this program is what we are presenting is a Christian-based program. My wife and I have both been believers for many years. I've been a pastor for 15 years, and now for the last 4 years have been doing this work full time. But obviously that Christian background shapes who we are. It shapes how I understand the world and how I understand addiction and recovery. Much of the thinking that I do and the perspective I bring to this goes back to the training I had in seminary. But it's not simply a matter of taking Bible teaching and applying it to this. We are also combining the insights and the wisdom that we've gained in our spiritual backgrounds, our spiritual journeys, with what I hope is the best that there is out there in the teaching about recovery and addiction, and also the best and the latest teaching that's out right now about neuroscience. The neurochemistry of addiction is really important to bring those insights to bear in the process of recovery. And then finally, the insights of the counseling profession. So it's a Christian-based program, but that it's not simply a matter of offering what I would consider to be simplistic solutions about, just read your Bible more and pray more and, get an accountability partner. Those things are good, but there's more to it. And we want to have a broader perspective about how addiction works and what recovery means that's shaped by our Christian background, but again takes the best of the wisdom that's available and applies that. And again, that's what you're going to find here in this program.